everybody, it's Wolf again. I am here with another video about the Riedell Celebrity skates. You may have noticed, I know it's very subtle, but I have injured myself. So I broke my arm at the skate park. I was wearing full gear. I fell backward onto my left hand. The wrist guard saved my wrist. The jar went up my arm and broke my elbow. It's okay, I don't need a cast, I just have to baby it. I start physical therapy in like almost 1.5 weeks. And essentially I'm just taking it easy for now until I'm fully healed. I'm already getting better. It happened earlier in the week. I already feel good. I felt good at the time. I kept skating after it happened. My friends were the ones who were really worried, and it wasn't until I got home that night and my family saw it that I went to the hospital. But anyway, on to the fun stuff. For a disclaimer, I'm 5'4", 140 pounds. I've been skating for 2 months. My feet are 9¼ inches or 23.5 centimeters. They are classified as wide for the Riedell Celebrity sizing chart. So I got the wide in a 5.5. The fit, when I first got them, was snug, especially on my big toe, which is my longest toe, and it made me nervous. I thought for a while that I got the wrong size. Within 3 days, they had broken into the point where I knew they would be fine. I am really happy with the fit now. I'm definitely glad I got the size that I got. They are snug enough that I don't get blisters. They fit me better than any shoes that I own. They are fantastic and I have no complaints about the fit now. It did take me a few days to break in. I was nervous. It had me nervous. Now I got the $219 package before shipping. When I got them, the standard wheels that they come with, which are the Radar Energy 62, were out of stock. So I selected the Sonar Striker hybrid wheels, which are a 58 millimeter and 88A wheel. I do not like these. I will talk about them more in a later video, but they're kind of sketchy, honestly. I'll show you. I'm not sure if you can see it, if it's focusing, but there's a chunk missing out of this one. And they took in a lot of gravel outside, which is not really what you want from a hybrid wheel, obviously. So I switched to the Pulse after a really short amount of time, actually. I wasn't on these for a long time. I was on these for maybe a week or two before I switched out. My mom got the Pulse and didn't like them, so she gave them to me, and they are so much better. I love the Pulse wheels. I will talk more about wheels later. The Celebrities come standard with the 219 Celebrities come standard with a Powerdyne nylon thrust plate. I like this a lot. It's a lot lighter than my other metal plate that I had with my Chicagos. The the bearings that come with it are not the bearings I have in here. The bearings that come with it are still in the striker wheels, and they come with ABEC 5s. They are fine for pretty much anything that you want to do. The only reason I would upgrade is if they got older. I would just use the bearings that they come with. I had no complaints about the bearings. The toe stop is a Powerdyne adjustable black toe stop. I love this toe stop. It's really short, but because it's adjustable, you can bring it down pretty much as low as you want, unless you want it like really, really low. But I really like the little toe stop. I find that it's super great to crank up if you want to do jam skating, or I crank my toe stops up when I'm at the skate park so that it doesn't trip me up. I can do manuals really well, and with this toe stop, I have no complaints about the toe stop. And I wanted to say that if you wanted an aluminum plate, you can upgrade the package to get an aluminum plate, but it will up the price to $399. I just liked the nylon. I feel like it's light, it's pretty durable from what I've seen, and I really don't have any complaints about the plate. Oh, and the bushings that it comes with, it doesn't say on any of the stats I've seen, but I'm pretty sure from the appearance of these that they are the Powerdyne 78A bushings. And I love them. I find that I don't really have any problem. I lean to turn. I try to keep my skating really smooth. My skating style is very much like leaning and flowing, so I find that the soft bushings that it comes with are great. I even loosened it up a little bit to get more action in the truck, but I really like the bushings that it comes with as well. For durability, I think that these are great skates. I have only been on these skates for about a month. I do, however, skate pretty hard, and I skate a lot. I skate every single day. So my month is probably different from some other people's months who take it slower. I have scuffed these up. I took these to the skate park a few times without toe caps on. I don't recommend doing that. I took the top layer of the leather off. I didn't get all the way down to the lining, so they are durable, but you definitely do want to put toe caps on them, as you do with pretty much any skate. I would recommend putting toe caps on, just because it's not worth spoiling your nice expensive skate. They have broken in really well, but they haven't gone beyond breaking in. They haven't loosened up at all for me. They've stayed supportive. My only durability note as a negative would be the hooks. I have fallen on these hooks, even since I've painted them. You can see that I've fallen on the hooks multiple times, and if you fall hard on the side of your shoe, your boot, you will smash the hooks down, and you'll have to bend them back out to get your laces out. It's a pretty common problem. Eventually, after maybe, if you fall a lot, a year, forever if you don't ever fall, but who does that? These might snap off. I don't think that mine are even remotely close to that being a thought in this boot's head, but I'm just saying that if it bends, it breaks. So there's that. I can't see them breaking within most boots' lifetimes, but it's worth noting that the hooks can smash. That being said, they smash less than other hooks that I've had on both my hiking boots and on my other roller skates. I didn't have hooks this sturdy. So as far as we're talking about the other skates that I've had, these are just infinitely the superior of the Chicago Premiums. They just don't even compare. The Chicago Premiums don't even compare. It's like just not even in the same ballpark. And considering that the Chicago Premiums cost most people about $100 and these are only like $120 more, save up. Like, these are fantastic. I really genuinely don't have any complaints for the ride. All of my complaints are really, really minor. Just, they're fantastic. They're pretty much my dream setup. I just adore these skates. Now, I've also skated in the Jackson Vistas intermittently. Not hard, but I've been on them, and I've been on them enough to know I definitely prefer the Riedell Celebritiies to them. The Jackson Vistas I found kind of, even if you tighten the trucks up, I found them squirrely. I kind of figured that it's the wheelbase is slightly shorter, so it made me feel a little unsteady. I preferred this plate and this wheelbase so much, and I prefer my boot. I know that's not a universal opinion. My mom prefers the Jackson boot to the Celebrity boot, but even the fact that this has a leather outer and the Jackson Vista has a like faux suede outer just lifts this up for me even more. And the price point on those two isn't too different. I forgot to check, but the Jackson Vistas are more expensive than the Chicagos, I know that. Now, for these, the tongue is padded, the ankle is very supportive. It's a very stiff, very firm boot. It's sturdy for sure. The padding breaks in but stays steady. And the fact that the longer your boot takes to break in, the longer your boot is gonna last. It's the same thing with all of your clothing, all of everything. If it's uncomfortable to start with because it's stiff, it will break in and you'll have it for all the more amount of time. So I wasn't angry at the break-in time, but the boot itself is really comfortable now that it's molded to my foot. I can skate in these all day. I can skate in these forever. If it wasn't illegal to just wear them instead of shoes, I would just wear these instead of shoes. I just love them. What else? So the negatives are nitpicky. And I'm not going to lie, it really is just trying to find things that are wrong. The toe itself, the space between where the tongue starts and the laces start is smaller than most boots. So most toe caps are a little long. I just lace them up to the second hole. And they don't have eyelets, which I prefer not having eyelets because with other shoes that I've owned, with trousers that I've owned, eyelets actually rip out over time. And I've heard the same thing about skates is that the metal eyelets that surround the holes will rip out over time. So I prefer that they don't have metal eyelets. Now, the Riedell toe cap, actually, even though these are short, the Riedell toe cap is still a little bit too short. I don't think it's impossible to work around. If I fold the top of the toe cap down, you can see that I have it kind of laced down over a place where the laces don't go. That's not a huge drawback for me, honestly. They're still really protective. I've obviously scuffed them up quite a bit, and they're protecting my shoes, my boots, so I don't mind, but the Riedell toe caps will not fit other skates. They are specifically for the really low unlaced point of the boot, which means that they don't fit the Jackson Vistas, they're not going to fit the Moxies, they're not going to fit pretty much anything else. But I still think that they work fine for the Riedell skates and don't really have any complaints. They don't come with the skates, so I mean that's a downside. You have to purchase them separately, the caps, but it's worth it to have the caps because you don't want to be skating without a toe cap. It's just not worth it. You'll ruin your boot, and your boot's more expensive. Just get the toe caps. It's worth it. Make toe caps. Crochet them. I've seen people at the skate park with crocheted toe caps, and that was actually really cool, but I digress. My last thing, which is my biggest thing, is that the toe stop comes undone. Not frequently, probably for me once every few weeks. It could be my fault. Because the plate is nylon, I personally feel nervous when I'm cranking down really hard to tighten the toe stop. So I don't ever really put all of my force into it, but it means that I've lost the toe stop in bowls. I've lost the toe stop on the street. Normally when I fall down, I lose the toe stop. It's like something about the motion of falling down a lot, or maybe I'm turning on it. I don't know. Basically, it's almost always the right foot too, which is my dominant foot that I usually stop on. So it's just the constant wobbling of the toe stop loosens it, I guess. I can hear it when it starts to loosen up. I hear a jingling, like a rattling, and now I can just be like, oh, I have to tighten my toe stop. I'll skip to the edge of the park, pull over on the curb, and I'll just tighten it. Good to go. I don't lose it. It's fine. But I do want to note that because it is something to look out for if you get these. Overall, I'm nervous for any other skates I will buy in the future because I just feel like I have a pair of Moxies on order coming soon because I'm just excessive like that. And I'm nervous they're not going to measure up to the Celebrities. I ordered the Moxies before I ordered the Celebrities. I ordered the Celebrities because I wanted to upgrade for my Chicagos. They were really hurting my feet. And I got the Celebrities. I'm scared that I'm not going to like the Moxies as much as I like these. These are just perfect for me. I have like 2 notes that are downsides. So if you are looking for a relatively affordable artistic skate, I couldn't recommend these enough. They are fantastic starter skates. They are fantastic regular skates. They're just great. I just think they're fantastic. I think they're neat. They're neato. They're jazzy. They're cool. But yeah, I just would highly recommend. Simple as that. Okay, well, if you have any comments, questions, complaints, let me know. If you liked this video, if you found it informative, give me a thumbs up. And if you wanted to follow my Instagram, it's Wolf Blister, and it will be in the description. Thanks for hanging out, and I will see you guys later.